You're going to need to make a trip to the lumber yard, pick you up 3 2x4s. The length of them then you'll cut, well, you need 2 of them 63 inches, 158, 2 of them 14 and 2 18. And that will be in your instructions, your written instructions of how long to cut them. You'll also need to pick up some panhead screws to screw the walls to your 2x4s, and also some 1.5" screws to put your frame together. First, we're going to start with our door frame. You're going to have your 2 63-inch pieces and your 2 18-inch pieces. If you notice, the bottom piece is up 3 inches from the bottom of your 2x4. Square your line across, and then you can start assembling your frame. We're going to screw our plastic angles on here to help hold our frame together. When you get your screws, you're going to look for one that's got a washer head or a pan head on it, something that'll grab a little more of the plastic when you put it in. You should put at least 4 screws in each one of the corners. And if you notice that the top of this is flush, this is the top of your door frame. Now we're going to show you how to assemble your frame to your panel. The first step in assembling your blind is to go through and clean out all the holes. Make sure that they don't have any of the plugs left in them, because that will make it harder later. Now we're going to put our door frame onto our panel. You'll notice that there's dots on the panels. They are on the outside towards the top. The feet on your frame go towards the bottom of the blind, and the flush end is towards the top. Now we're going to show you how to align your door frame onto your panel. We have the bottom of the door here. You're going to fold your flap up, pull your door frame to the bottom, and then align on the crease in the center of the panel. First, we're going to hold it in place by bending your bottom tab up and putting a screw in it, and then also we'll put a screw into the top. Now you're going to want to run one in the top just to hold it. Now that we have our panel turned over, we're going to put screws all the way around the door, about every 6 to 8 inches. When you're putting your screws up along the hinge side of the door, you'll want to hold the center of the screw back about 3/4 of an inch from the door hinge. You can see a crease up along there where the door hinge is. Now that we have the screws in around the door, we'll have to cut. If your blind has the piece still in there, you'll need to take a utility knife or your razor knife and cut it out. Now that we have our piece out of our door, we can take the door and bend it back, and it'll crease the hinge into the door. Now that we have the door frame done, we're going to put 2x4s onto the door itself. So take the 4 pieces of plastic that you have in your box and lay them in the bottom to shim it up, so your 2x4s will be up the same height as your door frame. You're going to take your 2 14-inch 2x4s and put them against the door frame where the hinge is. You're going to want to hold them up about 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom. We're going to lay the 58-inch piece in and then center them. That should allow you about 3/4 of an inch on the edge of your door frame to your door. Once you get them all centered up, you can close your door and then run screws into your 2x4s. We provide you with 4 of these pieces of the plastic panel. We used it on our door frame earlier to shim up to get our door in, but you can also use these for a latch if you like. You can put one in the center or one on top and bottom, or you can go to the hardware store and get you something a little more fancy if you desire. You can put one on the inside also.